You are live. It said we live now, Miss Carrie.
Oh. I see it up there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal.
I'm gonna see if anybody. I'm trying to see if anybody was in the building yet.
Wrong way.
Normally, Travis's daddy at least be on here. Yeah, Tom. What's up, Tom? Tom in the building. The Falcons won. I knew Tom was gonna be on here.
I think last week Tom said my minutes need to be shorter.
You what need to be shorter?
My minutes.
Mm. Did Tom say that?
I believe he did at the end of the session.
I think that was Travis that said that.
No, it was Tom.
I don't know, Miss Carrie. Tom don't roll like that.
Okay. Maybe I was wrong.
I'm pretty sure it was Miss Carrie. I'm gonna say it was Tom saying that, Travis saying that about Miss Carrie.
All right. I'm gonna say I'm trusting you. Then I was wrong. Sorry, Tom.
I like being able to see Travis in the background back there.
Say that shit.
See? I told you.
Tom. All right. My bad.
There you go, Tom. That's what I'm talking about. Set the record straight. Tom ain't playing with you, Miss Carrie.
All right. No disparaging your name, sir. What we got going on over there, Coach? Well,
it says there's 4 people in here. I don't see but 2.
What you drinking though?
I can't reveal that. I can't really tell you that. Matt, what's up, Matt? Oh, it might have been Matt. I think Matt said something.
It was. It was Matt.
Miss Peavy said she won't be able to stay on tonight because they got a basketball game. Thank you, Miss Peavy. Thank you for at least stopping in and saying hello. I'm supposed to be going to the Cula basketball game Friday night, Miss Peavy. I know that's over your way. So I'll hit y'all up, you and OJ, let y'all take me to eat somewhere over there while I'm in y'all's neighborhood. The Cula basketball. We're going to go ahead and get started, Miss Carrie. We're going to go ahead and get this party rocking.
Play the clock. Oh, you already know what it is, man. O and J, they coming through. Straight no chaser. Straight from the hip.
Straight from the hip, don't need no script, just need a microphone. My man Coach Boo gon' take you to the entertainment zone. They got the stats of this and that to keep this show on point. And when we're done, we have some fun and rock this funky joint. So if you will, sit back and chill, give us a chance to show ya. If one of y'all would like to call, we'll talk just like we know ya. We take control, then start the roll, and then there ain't no stopping. It's time to dip straight from the hip. Hey, yo, let's get it poppin'.
Hey, welcome to Straight from the Hip. I'm your host, Coach Gerald Boo Mitchell, coming to you live from the Imperial Palace on Black Mania. Here with me tonight, here with me last week, here who has become my road dog, Miss Carrie, baby. How you doing, Miss Carrie?
I'm doing all right. I'm ready. I came with Jason Strong personality right here on my shoulder. Let's go.
Is that right? You had a little chip on your shoulder tonight?
Yep. I saw how he did it last week. Let's roll.
Oh yeah, he got in here kind of nasty and stuff. I had to let him talk because a lot of that stuff he's saying wasn't nothing but a bunch of foolishness, and I should have shut him down, but no, he ain't had a chance to talk. But Miss Kara, I'm gonna have to shut you down tonight. We got plenty of time.
You shutting me down? We haven't even started.
Yes, Miss Peavy, it's at the Cula. Hey, Mr. Butler, I already shouted you out earlier, Mr. Butler. I said, Mr. Butler's always the first one here. He ain't the first one tonight. Tom beat you in here, and then Matt beat you in here. Miss Peavy beat you. Look at all the people that beat you in here, Mr. Butler. So anyway, thank you for being here, Mr. Butler. We'll go ahead and get started. We're going to start off talking about what happened on Thursday night, the Steelers and the Vikings. First of all, what an ugly game. Oh, my God. That was just a terrible game. The Vikings wound up winning 36-28. So now you got records. The Steelers are 6-6-1, and the Vikings are 6-7. I mean, just stinky. I mean, it just makes you wonder. That's just awful. And for me personally, somebody who used to be a Steeler fan back in the days of Lynn Swann and John Stallworth, Terry Bradshaw, you know, the steel curtain, the real steel curtain back in those days with Mean Joe Green, L.C. Greenwood, you know, Jack Ham and Jack Lambert, all those guys. I mean, just oh my God, they had such what's the name of the secondary? I'll say Mel Blount. I mean, those guys. I mean, just a fabulous football team. And now it's down to this. The steel curtain looks like a paper curtain. My question is, how can you win or how can you fix, Miss Carey, that paper curtain?
Yeah, we can call them sheer curtains because they don't cover nothing.
I'm trying to tell you, they're terrible.
I think the Steelers don't win another game this season.
You know what? I wouldn't bet against you.
They play the Titans, the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Ravens.
They'll beat the Broncos and they will beat the Titans. So I think they go 2-2.
All
so
right.
The Titans are terrible. Titans are terrible. We're gonna talk about them later on. Titans are terrible.
Yeah, I find the Steelers in the quarterback aisle come end of the season.
Oh, no doubt.
Looking for their next quarterback.
No doubt. I mean, what a lovely place for Deshaun Watson to land. That'd be great for him to land.
Russell Wilson.
I don't know. I think I'd take Deshaun over Russ right now. I think Russ is starting to show his age.
Well, we kind of want Deshaun on our team, so I'm gonna give them.
Who is our team?
The Falcons, sir.
Oh my God! Oh hell no!
I'm just saying.
Hell no! Ain't no way in the hell. I'm praying for his sake, and he's from here too. No.
But what about if they pick Pickett from Pitt for the Steelers? Hometown hero.
It ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out.
I tend to think Tomlin's gonna go for a veteran. He's got 2 years left on this contract. He'll be with the Steelers till 24.
Mm-hmm.
If he comes in with a veteran quarterback, he might have a chance to win something.
The Steelers don't fire their coaches, so he'll be there until he resigns or until his contract runs out and they mutually part ways or whatever. So Tomlin's gonna be there, and so everybody can just plan on that. Though he's not going to get fired in all season and all this other stuff, but I think that, like you said, he will go for a veteran because when you're a Pittsburgh Steeler fan and you're a Pittsburgh Steeler organization and the coach, whatever, you got to win now. They're not going to go through a rebuild if you bring in a rookie quarterback who's going to struggle at best. I mean, at best, he's going to struggle his first year. And then after that, who knows what's going to happen. But they need to win now. So they need to bring in somebody who has NFL experience, who has and can be, not just has, but can be a starting quarterback to lead a franchise. And if they can't do that, they ain't got no business being out there. Let's see what these folks talking about. Ms. Carey is right. Atlanta might be the only place to embrace Watson. That's not true. I don't believe that. I believe that anywhere he goes, they'll embrace him if they're a losing football team. I mean, I guarantee they'll embrace his ass in Cleveland. They'll embrace his ass in Cincinnati. Anywhere in Ohio is going to embrace him. I promise you that. They love him in if you took Cam Newton's ass out of there, because Cam Newton needs to go. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of places that would embrace him. I promise you that. Trust me, because the majority of the people know that if Deshaun Watson isn't in jail, it's got to be some boogity-boo going on about that whole mess anyway. Because, I mean, the bottom line is that, if it was like that, he should be in jail or something. Any ideas on free agent quarterbacks that Pittsburgh be interested in? I don't really not free agent quarterbacks. I mean, I don't know if any free agent quarterbacks just kind of out there floating around right now. Not even Deshaun. I mean, Deshaun is still under contract with Houston until they decide to do something different. So now I could think of some possible people who will be free agents, like what's the name in the Raiders, Derek Carr. I'd cut him if it were me. I mean, he's not going to be your future. So if he's not going to be your future, just go ahead and let him go.
What about Rodgers?
Yeah, but Rodgers wants to go somewhere that's going to win right away, and I don't know that Pittsburgh would win right away. Mm-hmm. I don't know that, because Pittsburgh's got many problems on defense.
Yeah, defense.
I mean, their defensive line is just trash now. I mean, quarterbacks just sitting back there just chilling. I mean, no pressure coming from the line, and offensive line isn't too much better. So like I said, they got, when you are hurting on both of your fronts, that's tough right there. That's tough. That's a good question, Matt. But I don't know any. I mean, if you want to suggest some, I'd like to see them so I can entertain them. But I don't really think. I think the free agent market right now, especially for quarterbacks, is trash. It's just really bad, in my opinion. So, Ms. Carey, you got any else things to say about? Oh, I'll say this: Dalvin Cook. That was the best part of this game. Dalvin Cook was a doggone beast last week. So I'm gonna tell you that right now. Travis got us looking at the Cowboys and Washington football team. Can the Cowboys win out? Because it looks like it would take them to win out to take the NFC East title. Miss Carey.
Let's see. Dallas has Giants, Washington, Cardinals, and Eagles.
Can they beat the Cardinals? Because they can beat all the rest of them. We know that. Can they beat the Cardinals?
I don't know that they beat the Cardinals. I don't think they beat the Cardinals, but I don't know that they beat Washington if Heineke stays in. I know that they beat him this time, but Heineke was coming back, and they let the third-string quarterback score all those points on them in the fourth quarter. The Redskins held them to a field goal in the entire second half.
Mm-hmm. Let me say this: when you have a team that doesn't know how to finish a game and coming in there scoring all those points and doing all that kind of stuff, that's a poorly coached team. Because that's your job as a head coach, to deal with the situation football. And, you teach them how to win from the front when you're winning by 3 touchdowns or however many they're winning by, or 2 touchdowns, and you teach them how to win from the back when you're losing and you have to, score quickly and all those things. You do that in situational football to teach them how to play. You don't, jump in prevent defense and let them drive the ball down the field on you and score and all that other stuff that was going on in that game. It's ridiculous. I'm just telling you, that is evidence of coaching when that happens.
You're talking about on the Redskins side, but what about the Cowboys side, allowing all those points to happen?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm saying that the coach has to teach. He has to teach them how to win from the front and winning from the back. Winning from the back is coming from behind. Winning from the front is when you got your foot on somebody's throat. You don't sit back and say, "Oh man, this game's over. Let's just chill and get ready for the next game." Mm-hmm. You keep the hammer down. I mean, you got to teach them how to keep the hammer down, how to stay focused, how to, don't be trying to talk about what you and your wives and the other players' wives are going to do after the game. You don't do that. You got to learn how to stay focused, keep the hammer down, and finish the drill, finish the game.
Yeah.
So
their offense just doesn't look good. They score 1 touchdown, and special teams and field goal, or special teams and defense scored the rest.
Travis said Dallas had a 3-game lead in the. I thought they only had a 2-game lead. Travis, that's my bad then. So they only need 2 more wins.
Yeah, I say they win 2 more. They end up with an 11-6 record. They win the division, but they don't win out.
Yep. Okay. So anyway, all right. Well, that's good. Let's talk about the next game. Let's see what the next game is. Travis, get that next game rolling up there. We're going to talk about the Raiders and the Chiefs. I mean, it was just a stomping, 48-9. Do you see any way that the Chiefs are going to lose for the rest of the season, Ms. Carey? Because they're looking good right now. They back to looking unstoppable.
They do look unstoppable. The one team that I think has the quarterback with the moxie enough to win is the Chargers. I think the Chargers give them trouble every time. They play them in the next game coming up this Sunday, I think. And then they have Steelers, Bengals, Broncos. They're not losing to any of those teams.
I don't know. They might lose to the Bengals. Ain't they right, Travis? The Bengals might get them, boy. Travis,
they got them one. They're not going to get them twice.
Travis will tell you the Bengals might beat them. I don't think the Chiefs are going. They're on the run now. They look like they're greased back up on the road. Everything I saw of the game the other day looks like they're back. I mean, offense and defense. Defense looked good. Honey Badger was out there flying around on the field like he does. They had interceptions, fumble returns, special teams were clicking. Everything looked good. Tyreek Hill looked like Tyreek Hill. I mean, it was special. It was special to see. Kelsey looked like Kelsey again, just running up and down the field, diving over people. I don't know if they'll lose again, period. Super Bowl included. I mean, right now, that might be my Super Bowl pick, the way they're playing. And I know it's some good plays going out there from Tampa Bay, Aaron Rodgers, and the Green Bay Packers look good. Am I the only one that feels like KC had played 15 primetime games this year? Probably so, because they're the big ticket right now, man. They are the big ticket. And, yeah, Travis, you just saying that because you're a hater. Because you're AFC, your favorite team's in the AFC, and you're a hater, and you want – what would you rather have Cincinnati playing all those primetime games? Is that what you would rather have, Travis? Man, please. Nobody care about that. Ain't nobody going to try to see no Cincinnati. So if it is, good for them. Let's move to the Seahawks.
Don't forget, Coach, Travis was the same person who said the smaller market teams should be playing on Thanksgiving too.
I know. Yeah, bless his heart. Because it's fair. That's what Travis wants, fairness in the NFL. Yeah, they always go toward fairness in the NFL. Seahawks 33, Texans 13. Now, the Seahawks are now at a glorious record of 5-8-0. The Texans are 2-11-0 and tanking. So, did you read into anything the other day, Miss Carey? Did you read into this that maybe Russ is back in the kitchen cooking? I mean, what did you get out of watching that game the other day?
Nothing. It's the Texans. Everybody eats from the kitchen, or everybody's in the kitchen when the Texans are playing.
Yeah,
no, I saw nothing good. Lockett and Penny won that game with their offense with the 150 each type of yards in rushing and catches. Other than that, no, I don't really trust Russell Wilson anymore.
I don't think that's why when you said that earlier, I was like, I don't know about Russ. I think he's starting to show signs of aging, and I think that when you're winning and everybody in the city loves you, and everybody in the franchise loves you, I think that you're able to kind of maintain that youthful glow, and you're able to go out there and do some things. I think that when people start to kind of doubt you now, we hear that trade talks might be looming about you and stuff like that, I think that pulls on you real hard. I think that makes you age. And like I said, Russell's showing some of that age right now. I don't see that same exuberance that I used to see from him. I don't think he's happy anymore.
You don't think anything about Pete Carroll's system, though? If he moves to a different system,
maybe so, but I mean,
revived.
It's the system that he's thrived in, and he thrived in it last year. So it's hard to argue that he's lost all that in 1 year, that they need to try to change the system. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard to think that he is but I do believe this now. Like that is gone. You're a quarterback, and your NFL quarterback, here today, gone tomorrow. All of a sudden it's like, damn, I can't throw the football anymore. I think it leaves you that fast. So, and maybe it's left him, and I'm not completely, but I think it's left him some. So, And yes, Mr. Butler, I agree. Seattle has some issues, but I think a lot of issues that they have are some internal issues. I don't see anybody happy on the Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf don't act like he's happy. Chris Carson doesn't act like he's happy. I mean, when all of your stars are not happy, that's not good. Yeah. That's not good. So
I said 2 weeks ago they let go of Pete Carroll before they let go of Russell.
You might be right. We about to find out. The Titans. First of all, let me say this. Julio Jones decided all of a sudden that he was going to play for the Titan game. I mean, seriously, this is y'all's hero, Tom and Miss Carey. Y'all, Miss Peavy left. But anyway, that's y'all's hero, Julio. Used to play for the Falcons. Now, Julio is up and says he's going to play this game. I think Julio had like 2 catches, maybe 3 catches. I think it was 3 catches for 24 yards. I mean, Julio-like, very Julio-like. I mean, when are y'all going to come on over to the dark side about Julio? I mean, y'all stop acting like Julio's all that. Everybody was so excited when Julio got traded to go up there. I'm like, for what? Julio's going to be Julio. Julio ain't going to play half the year, which how many games have they played so far? Let me see what these records are. The records are they have played 13 games. I bet you Julio ain't played in 6 of them. Bet you he ain't played in 6 of them, which is par for the course. That's what he does every year. Same thing. I about to say, I better not be him sliding. He been up. I wouldn't put it back. I wouldn't put it past his ass about this slide. And at the end of the day, the Titans are nothing without Derrick Henry. Yeah. I mean, we see that. Without Derrick Henry, they're nothing. So what you beat up on the Jags? I'm not even talking about the Titans. My question is this. Tom always telling it like it is. I hear you, Tom. Should Urban Meyer be one and done? And folks, I asked this question when I wrote this up, Miss Carey. You know when I wrote this up this morning. And then I came in and turned on TV, and they were asking the same thing on Get Up this morning. Mm-hmm. They were asking the exact same question. I think Urban Meyer should be a one and done. And it's not like it would be unprecedented because I think it happened in Denver. I think Vance Joseph or whatever was a one and done. So I know for a fact there was like a Denver coach that was a one and done. I mean, I think that they need to get these folks out of there. Julio played 7 games so far, okay, out of 13. So damn near half. That's right at the almost half. That's Julio Jones. That's Julio Jones. Thank you. Julio's a Hall of Famer. They're going to map that Julio's a Hall of Famer. I mean, if you want to count between the 40s, yeah, I'll let him be a Hall of Famer, man. He is the leader of yards between the 40s. From 40 to 40, maybe even 35 to 35. Julio is dangerous. Julio is the baddest man that's ever played in between the 35s. But when you get inside that red zone, they normally take Julio's ass out the game. Out of the game. He ain't even in there. They ain't there throwing the ball to tight ends. Throwing the ball to damn Bill Nombrowski. And you're like, who is that? I mean, throwing the ball to the doggone tight ends and the guys that come in that act like they're playing offensive tackle. And then why they're being a tight end, they had to come in and report. They'd rather throw the ball to them than throw the ball to Julio in the damn red zone. I mean, this ridiculous. Y'all need to stop that. Julio's a Hall of Famer shit. I mean, good God almighty. I ain't trying to hear that at all. Anyway, like I said, and once again, Miss Carey, right here, came from right here. I told y'all Julio was going to pull the same bullshit when he got up there to the Titans, and he is. Came back against the doggone Jack. Who does that? Who will come back against them? That's a damn shame, but bless his heart. The Saints are, let's see, the Saints have a record of 6-7-2. The Jets at 3-10. 3-10. Lord have mercy, bless their hearts. My question: what will the Saints do about a quarterback in the offseason? Because Taysom Hill had a great day the other day. He's out there running. He completed a few passes. Alvin Kamara was back in the lineup, as you see right there. To me, that was the big difference. And that allowed Taysom Hill to be able to throw the ball a little bit more, a little bit better, because they all had to worry about Kamara getting the ball. Because when you don't worry about Kamara getting the ball, that's what's going to happen to you, we just saw right there. So, I think, well, what do you think, Ms. Cam? What do you think they're going to do about a quarterback next year?
I think the Saints find themselves in the quarterback aisle, like the other teams that we talked about. They'll be looking for another quarterback.
But is it a priority? Is it a priority?
I think so. Yeah. This game, Taysom Hill scored 2 rushing touchdowns. That can't be the scheme. That can't be the way we go out and win. So he scored more touchdowns than their running back won. So yeah, I think it's a priority. They go out and find a quarterback.
Do they need a quarterback more than they need a wide receiver? Because their number one wide receiver haven't played all year. We don't know if he's going to play next year. Michael Thomas. So which one do they go after first?
I think they still need to go for a quarterback first.
Okay. I agree. I'm agreeing with you totally. I think they should too. I just give you some food for thought. I mean, I'm wondering if they're seeing it the same way. I'm wondering if they might be saying it, well, if we had a number one wide receiver who could get open, Taysom can get him the ball.
No.
Every time we got a killer wide receiver that can create a lot of separation.
I mean, Taysom couldn't even create enough separation to become the number one quarterback. They had Jameis Winston in there first. Right? Taysom's number 2. So
I mean, as far as we know, Jameis will be back next year. So do they just keep Jameis and go get a wide receiver? You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's a question I think that Saints fans should be asking. So, but anyway, I think that it was a big victory for the Saints to at least keep them alive and in the hunt for the NFC wild card. Falcons 6-7-0 beat the Panthers 29-21. I'm not even gonna say a word about the Falcons because I know all y'all are so excited, and look at Miss Carey, she's so happy that a team won. They still are not mathematically eliminated yet, but they will be in the next week or so. But my question is this, Miss Carey. Will Cam Newton find employment anywhere in the NFL next season? Anywhere?
I say no. I mean, it's as sad as it is to say it. I think that being beat out by the Patriots quarterback, Jones, and then sitting as long as he sat, getting this opportunity in North Carolina, and then really not showing out. Like, he's not showing out. I don't think that another team – I think that this was his chance to prove himself here. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's doing it. I think really he's lost his confidence, and all of that ego stuff is show, right? But as soon as you pick him, it's over. Like he starts to question himself and can't really recover from that. And that's not the Cam Newton we knew before. Like, he has no moxie at this point. I think he's done.
Let me ask you a question. I want to make sure I understand this conversation. Let's go back to the way this conversation started. My question to you was, can Cam play in this league? And your answer was no. And then you said, and that's sad. Why is that sad?
Because he had such a big drop off. I mean, I think it's sad for him. He had it was such a fall from grace from my perspective. And he's not far off from having been the MVP.
Well, he was the MVP one year. He was the MVP of the league 1 year.
Right. And so, and to be, that was less than 5 years ago, right?
I'd say, yeah, somewhere right around there.
Okay. And then 5 years later, the possibility is that he doesn't play again.
Tom said he's going to wind up flipping burgers at McDonald's. Tom, you just ruthless. Matt Collette says, no, Travis said, the same problem is they signed Taysom Hill to a 4-year contract for $40 million in the offseason. And that's a lot for a backup quarterback. It is. That is a lot of money for a backup quarterback. But everybody knows he's more than a backup quarterback. You know what? As it has been proven, Taysom Hill might find a home in Baltimore. I mean, he just like Deshaun Jackson. Just like Deshaun Jackson. I think they throw football probably equally as well. Don't get me wrong.
Lamar Jackson.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about. I said Deshaun, didn't I? Lamar. He and he runs. And don't get me wrong. He's nowhere near as fast and as agile, but he runs the ball well. I mean, he's a running quarterback that is a run first, throw second quarterback, which is what they got there now in Baltimore. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, Tom, stop it. Tom, stop it, Tom. Tom is brutal tonight, boy. Tom is letting it all hang out. Okay.
Tossing salad.
All right, let's talk about the Ravens and the Browns. I mean, what a terrible division. I mean, just awful. Did you see that game the other night, Ms. Carey?
I did.
Shame on them for airing that on TV. I mean, they ought to put all of the games in that division. People ought to have to go to pay-per-view to watch that shit. I mean, it was awful. I mean, just Lamar Jackson is just brutal to watch. Baker Mayfield ain't far behind him. He's terrible too. But I mean, that game was just brutal to watch. And I think that a coin toss might determine the winner of that division. I mean, they might just have to flip a coin. Because, all of them bad. The Ravens are 8-5-0. And, I mean, that's I guess for that division, that's good. And the Browns are 7-6-0. It's hard. It's hard for me to watch that stuff. It really is. I just, especially with they act like they're so comfortable with winning games the way that they win games. And I can't stand even the way that they win. When they win, it's still horrible to watch. So in any event, let's move on to the Lions and the Broncos, Travis. Lions 10, Broncos 38. Once again, people, my question is, do you have to live through another season of watching that? I mean, well, let me answer Matt's question first. Will Baker get Dak money? Hell no. Hell no. And if he does, that just goes to show you how stupid the front office is in Cleveland if he gets Dak money. What do you think about that, Ms. Carey?
No, he's not going to get it. They're not even going to win the division. I mean, the division will go to whoever wins the next Cincinnati and Ravens game. Baker is not getting.
No, he's not.
He does not deserve Dak money.
Thank you. Amen.
But he hasn't deserved a lot of what he's gotten so far. I mean.
Amen, Ms. Carey.
We'll see.
You better be glad Joe Fleischer ain't on this show, though. I can tell you that much. He's a big-time Cleveland fan. I'm sure he wants to pay him. Bigs have already beat the Ravens twice this year.
Oh, Cincinnati and Ravens. I have them playing. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I think I have them playing again. Cincinnati Ravens. It's the second game of the. Cincinnati has the Broncos, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Browns.
Travis said they already played them twice this year and beat them. So, well, we'll see. We'll see. My question is, you just go ahead and fire that coach now for the Lions, or you going to ride through another year with that disaster?
For the Browns, you said?
No, for the Lions. The Lions.
We moved on. Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely we move on. We need another coach. It's not just like I want to give the coach more than a year. I want to give Urban Meyer more than a year. But
hell no. I don't want to give Urban Meyer's ass no more than 1 year. Hell no.
They've talked significantly about this coach Campbell and his lack of play calling management, lack of time management, the lack of discipline on the players level, like that there's really no leader on that team. And I don't know that you can fix a leadership problem within a coach.
I can. Yeah, a new coach will fix the leadership problem. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because that a new coach can come in there and demand what he should be getting from the highest paid players on that team. I mean, by virtue of the fact that you are the highest paid player on this team, that makes you a damn leader right there. Because you leading everybody with how much damn money you getting paid. So therefore, you need to be a damn leader out here. I'm not just paying you just to come out here and play football. I'm paying you to come out here and lead this damn franchise. I'm paying you to have a work ethic that is second to none, that these jokers will learn how to adopt and learn how to be here and try to be the beating everybody in here and be the first one in and the last one to leave and things of that nature. I mean, that's what a head coach comes in there and demands and whatnot. Not, show up when you feel like it, leave when you want to. I'm your buddy, I'm your friend as a coach. Forget that crap.
Yeah, Coach, what I meant to say was that Campbell doesn't have leadership qualities, and that can't be taught to him at this stage.
First of all, for the record, Miss Carey, Travis said you're right. They beat Pittsburgh twice. So you were right, Miss Carey. I have faith in you all the time. Because Travis loses his mind talking about these damn Cincinnati Bengals. Act like they all that. Anyway, Matt says players like Detroit, they like the Detroit coach. He's like Singletary. Players respect him, but he can't be the head coach. Matt, you know what? I don't give a damn about how much they like somebody or respect somebody. That ain't worth a diddly pop. I talked to Urban Meyer for like 2 hours the night Bradley Roby got drafted. And I like Urban Meyer from just talking to him and everything. Do I want him being the damn coach of my team? Hell no. I mean, liking somebody and somebody being a good coach are two totally different things. I mean, they talked about now, they were talking about on TV this morning, and Jeff Saturday, who I know very well and respect very much and talk to on a regular basis. And Jeff Saturday said when they had, who was the black coach they had in there? Little short guy, bald head. I can see his face, can't say his name. Used to be in Detroit that they got rid of. He used to be with the Colts. He's with the Colts too. I'll say his name in a second, but anyway, Caldwell, thank you. There you go. When Caldwell was in there, Caldwell had them boys rocking. And everybody respected Caldwell. He demanded respect. He demanded leadership. And they fired him with a winning record. They fired him with a winning record. How do you fire somebody with a winning record? And then you're gonna put up with somebody who ain't but one game the whole year. I'm just telling him, it's crazy. It is absolutely insane. And I mean, I said something back in the summer when this joke, the way he was answering questions at a doggone press conference. Did I not, Miss Carey? Did I not call that out? Yeah. It's gonna be a long season for those jokers right there. I can tell you that right now. Going strictly on the way these jokers are answering these questions, answering this question. I'm like, it's gonna be a long season for that franchise because he act like a complete idiot when he's answering questions out there, just like straight fool. So, but yeah, they talking about Caldwell need to be brought back. I mean, they're saying there's a lot of guys out there like that. I even heard some rumors Travis doesn't make you happy. They trying to get Travis's buddy back in a head coaching job somewhere. His old coach, they're trying to bring Marvin back, Travis. I know you're glad to hear that. That's Travis's idol, Marvin Lewis. He's over there right now being assistant coach at Arizona State. But there's rumors that he might be trying to get back in the league. So it might happen, Travis. Just hold tight, baby. Hold tight, Travis. You might get your wish. Let's talk about the Bills and the Buccaneers. It did take over time to get there. I'm sorry. We got to talk about Giants and Chargers. I missed one. My bad, Travis. Giants and Chargers. Giants at a whopping 4-9-0. Yeah, they're really playoff bound. And the Chargers at 8-5-0. But right now in this league, 8-5 is good. 8-5 is you're in prime time position at 8-5. Can Justin Herbert and the Chargers be a legitimate threat, Miss Carey, to the Kansas City Chiefs?
I don't think they're a legitimate threat this year. But I think in the years coming, I can see it happening. Right now, as I said before, last year, this quarterback was like this close to beating what's his name?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
This year they beat him once, right?
I'm not sure if they beat him earlier this year or not. Travis can find out for us. Travis will look that up. But I
just think he has a different kind of energy, and all they need is to kind of continue to build the team around him. I don't think they're a threat this year, but I think he will be a threat to the Chiefs.
I like him. I like him as a young quarterback. I mean, he's one I always say, well, my jury is still kind of out on him because I don't really like any of the new quarterbacks. But he is the one who is like being more consistent than any other of these young quarterbacks that everybody talks about. So I'm kind of a believer. I'm gonna get on the Justin Herbert train because he's doing his thing. So I'm gonna kind of rock with him for right now. Let's talk about the Bills and the Bucks. Took overtime, Bills and Bucks, but Tom Brady knew all along what he was going to do. He knew they were going to win all along. 27-33. Good guys. The Bucks win. All this talk about what's the Bills quarterback name?
Allen. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. All y'all need to stop all that about Josh Allen. Everybody that like Josh Allen's going to be in the running for league MVP, all this other stuff. Man, they just mediocre. They can be 7-6. My question is, did Brady's performance in this game cement his MVP for the 2021 regular season?
Yeah.
Who better than Brady right now?
Nobody.
Travis, right in the chat, Travis. Who better than Brady, Travis? Oh, I know he's gonna say Andy Dalton.
From the bench.
Yeah, he's gonna say Andy Dalton, Travis. Is that who better than Brady? I can't wait to see your answer. Somebody tell me, Matt, call that. Who better than Brady? Mr. Butler, who better than Brady? Buffalo's been struggling the last 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Better against Kansas City than in previous week. Yep, they were better. You're right, Mr. But they were better, but they lost. Yeah. I mean, in NFL, it ain't about being better. It's about winning. It's about winning. I mean, I would venture to say that the Detroit Lions were better this week than they were last week. Still got the hell beat out of them, but they might have been better. I don't care about better. I mean, you got shut out last week. This week it was like you won. You lost 9. You scored 9 points and lost like 9-40. I mean, you're better. Nobody cares about being better. They care about you winning. Look at Brady out there running. Brady had about 50 yards running the other day.
Yeah.
Mr. Buck said be as good as that's fine. I'm not talking about teams right now, Mr. Butler. Who's better than Brady? Who else could be the MVP other than Brady? And don't be saying Aaron Rodgers. I'm a big Rodgers fan. But Brady, in my opinion, is tops Rodgers right now. I tell you what, they had somebody the other day or this morning that they brought up that I thought was very interesting. They're saying Michael Parsons might be the MVP or should be considered. What do you think about that, Ms. Carey?
I mean, I don't think he's MVP of the league. He may win it for the defensive player.
Defensive player of the year.
Yeah, but he's not winning the MVP for the entire league.
Michael Parsons better than Aaron Donald?
Yeah, this year, yes.
Okay. I saw Aaron Donald do some crazy things yesterday.
Yeah, but he's been inconsistent.
Okay. I'll take that. This year the MVP will be Brady.
Yeah,
That's Travis.
absolutely.
That's Travis. I don't know about to care about Travis saying. Travis just saying what I'm saying. Travis, give me somebody else. You're supposed to be arguing with me over this. You're trying to agree with me. He's absolutely the rookie defensive player of the year. Oh, ain't no doubt he's the rookie defensive player of the year. And defensive player of the year. Okay, if y'all, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Travis. I'm glad Travis put that out there. Aaron Donald's getting double or triple teamed every play. Guess what happens when you're being double or triple teamed? That linebacker behind you is able to run free. Nobody blocking him. They letting him go. They don't even care what he does. And they're telling the quarterback, you got to get him, because both of us got to get this guy. All three of us got to get Aaron Donald. Dude, I mean, y'all don't know how many points he gets. Even though he might not get stats, he gets performance points. When you demand three people to have to block you, they give you points anyway as a defender. So they call it production. What kind of production are you getting on that play? You get big-time production points when it takes three people to block you on the play. So trust me, Aaron Donald I guarantee you he's being highly thought of for the MVP. So I know Michael Parsons out there making plays. He's a playmaker, but they don't have three people blocking Michael Parsons right now. As it stands now, next year they might, but as it stands right now, they don't put in the game plan to have 2 or 3 people blocking Michael Parsons. So anyway,
I say he gets it.
Donald has 10 sacks as a DT this year already. I know, I agree. I'm with you, Travis. I told you I'm staying with Aaron Donald to be my MVP. And Michael Parsons, he might get some rookie of the year stuff, and rookie defensive player of the year and all that. But as far as for the whole league, no, man. I'm telling you, give me Aaron Donald. I'm taking Aaron Donald. That's a bad man.
But you're not saying Aaron Donald gets the MVP.
No, not MVP. Defensive MVP. Yeah. He's okay. Not. He ain't. If the MVP normally goes to a quarterback, everybody knows that. Or it might go to a running back that had just a spectacular year, a receiver. But it's normally somebody on the offensive side. Unless it's somebody like if Aaron Donald had 20 sacks right now, then yeah, he might be league MVP. I think J.J. Watt has been league MVP, and there have been some defensive players that have been league MVP, but it won't be this year. Now, as long as Brady is doing the things he's doing, Brady could win MVP for the next however long he plays. He'd be the MVP for the next 3 or 4 years. Because bottom line is when your ass is, about to be 50 and you still out there putting up numbers like he's putting up, man, please. I mean, he's making records that'll never be broken. Because there'll never be anybody who's going to play as long as he's playing.
Right.
I mean, so therefore, it's like, what about Cooper Kupp? For what? What do I like Cooper Kupp for what? Man, what is that? I mean, do I like him as a what? As a spokesperson? I mean, what do you mean? Do I like him? Man, please. I don't like. I mean, I like Cooper Kupp as a possession wide receiver. That's what I like him as. Yeah, but what kind of receiver numbers is he breaking? I mean, he ain't breaking none of Jerry Rice's numbers. What kind of numbers is Cooper Kupp breaking? And I mean, I tell you what, here's the thing too about him. He hasn't yet, but he probably will here the remainder of the season. I don't see him drawing a bunch of double coverages. I don't see them doubling him up. Have you seen them double him up one time? I have not seen him one time get doubled up like they do Odell Beckham. Or like they do number 17 right here. They just had 2 on him there. That's why that dude was wide open. Because they were doubling him up right there. I mean, let me see Cooper Kupp get some double coverages and stuff. Like Devontae Adams gets all the time. Or like what's his name gets number 10 for Arizona. That left from Houston. Hopkins. Like Hopkins gets. Like Julio used to get. Nobody give a damn about Julio now. They cover Julio with a linebacker. But I'm just telling you, I think that is Cooper Kupp doing it? Yeah. Is he having a great year? Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, nobody's guarding him. I mean, they just single covered him and whatnot. I mean, I don't think that I hadn't seen one time that dude draw double coverage from anybody. So I understand he's doing what he's paid to do and he's doing a great job doing it, but I'm not ready to get on no Cooper Kupp train and be trying to pay him all this money and all that when I ain't seen him do anything special to me. I've seen him make a lot of possession catches. 9 times out of 10 when he catch the ball, guess what happens within 2 yards? He hits the ground. I don't see him running away from people. Anybody seen him catch a ball and run away from somebody? Who's seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I ain't trying to hear that. I mean, and yeah, he might be breaking some records for the team that he plays for. But I mean, I don't think it's gonna be any kind of big time records that nobody's gonna be able to break or anything. So no, I ain't on that Cooper Cup train. I can tell you that right now. Let's see who's next, Miss Carey, and we'll keep it moving on. Hold on, let's see. Let's talk about 49ers and the Bengals, Travis's team. The 49ers beat the Bengals. Both teams are 7-6-0. My question. And Miss Carey, I didn't make up these questions. This is the question. This isn't my question. This is the question that this person is asking. Which of these two mediocre ass teams has the best chance of making the playoff? The 49ers or the Bengals?
I think the Bengals do.
Why?
As I said, I think that they win out their division if they beat the Ravens coming up anyways.
Yeah.
They got the Broncos, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Browns.
Yeah.
I think they stand a better chance, and they have a more reliable quarterback to do it.
Yep. Who the 49ers got?
Garoppolo, I think. Their quarterback is Garoppolo.
No, I said who the 49ers who they have left to play.
I don't know that, Coach. I didn't write that one down.
That's fine. I was just trying to see because Travis just said the 49ers have a better chance because their division is worse. They must have a bad division if it's worse than Cincinnati and Cleveland and Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I mean, good God Almighty. You want to talk about a stink-ass division right there. What's their division, Travis? Who's in the division with San Francisco?
Arizona, the Rams, and Seattle.
Travis, that's the best division in football. You talking about that division is worse. What Jason saying? Jason said Falcons, Titans, Rams, and Houston. Oh, that's who they got left. So San Francisco, we know they're going to beat the Falcons. We know they're going to beat the Titans. The Rams might be tough, and we know they're going to beat Houston. So the 49ers should win, not because their division is worse, but because the rest of their schedule is they're playing worse teams. I'll tell you that much. So, but anyway, okay, conference, whatever. Okay, Travis, I got you. But yeah, Jason, if that's who they got left, yeah. Yeah. I think put my money on San Fran. Y'all know I don't like San Fran. I mean, that's my team, but I can't deal with Jimmy G. I can't. I can't do it. I can't get on that. I can't get on the Jimmy G train. I've tried. All right, let's move on. Bears and Packers. Guys, I think the biggest thing about watching this game was Aaron Rodgers saying the whole "I own you" thing and all that, and the Packers were fired up. Ooh, they wanted to get him so bad. Oh my God, they wanted to get him, but they didn't get him. I mean, they didn't come close to getting him. Final score was 30-45. Are we going to see the Packers and the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game? And if so, Miss Carey, who are you taking?
I'm still holding out hope for the Rams, Coach. So,
okay,
if it's Green Bay and I think I'd take the Bucs either way. It doesn't matter.
So you taking the Bucs? You think the Bucs going to be the NFC? Bucs going to the Super Bowl?
Bucs go to the Super Bowl. Bucs win it, regardless of who's on the other side.
Ooh, right there, Jason, Travis, y'all mark this spot on this show. I might have to bring this back and remind Miss Carey that she said it. Miss Carey don't be saying it. I never said that. I'm saying
it. I'm saying it. I'm sticking with it.
Ooh, I hear you. That's my girl right there, Miss Carey, to put it out there. You said you were gonna be boisterous like Jason was last week. Just come on out there, just speak your mind. Go on, girl. You don't remember in Living Color? Go on, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I got to disagree with you. Don't get me wrong. I do believe that. Matt said, "Please give Miss Carey her 1 minute or so." Want you to have your minute today, baby. We're gonna give you a minute in a minute, Miss Carey. Bucks better hope not to meet the Rams in the playoffs. Bring on the Rams. I mean, I'm with you. I think the Bucks are going to be very difficult to beat because Tom Brady's he's in another stratosphere. I mean, Tom Brady is playing out of his mind. He's making throws that are just crazy. I mean, it's just like every single time he drops back, I don't fear him getting sacked. I don't fear him getting intercepted unless it tips off somebody's hands that, he hits him in the hands and drop the ball. Tom Brady is playing out of his mind right now, so I don't have no problem with that. All right, last but surely not least, the Rams, we just got through talking about, and the Cardinals. The Rams beat the Cardinals last night, 30-23. My question is, are the Cardinals too young to make it to the Super Bowl? Ms. Carey, what do you think about that?
I think there's some validity to that. I had not thought of that before, Coach, but I think there might be some validity to that. When you think about the Rams and Matthew Stafford and his longevity and where he's been, the games that he's played, I think that type of experience can't be beat. You know what I mean? It can't. I don't think that the quarterback for the Cardinals, what's that short dude's name?
Kyler Murray.
I don't think he has all of that yet. So I think you're right. They might be too young to win.
Well, I look at
this point.
I look at it this way, Ms. Carey. You got Kyler Murray, who's young. This is only his second year, maybe third year in the league. You got DeAndre Hopkins, who is very immature. That's why he got run out of Houston. You even got Cliff Kingsbury, the coach.
Yeah.
And I mean, I see so much emotion. Like DeAndre Hopkins threw his helmet. Kyler Murray is throwing his helmet all the time and cussing at people and cussing at the camera and everything. I mean, y'all got to learn how to relax and play football.
Mm-hmm.
They always talk about on football, you're supposed to be on an even keel the whole time. So when bad things happen or good things happen, don't celebrate too much. Don't get down in the dumps too much. Just stay on that even keel the whole time. These guys can't do that because they are so emotional about every damn play. Like Kyler Murray missed a play or missed a throw the other day. And he's out there, just being all emotional about mad at himself and everything. Dude, you got to call another play and run another play. You don't have time for that. I can understand if you like, damn, did one of those or whatever, but that's it. After that, after you show that emotion, oh, shit. Oh, man, I wish I'd have hit him. Play football. You can't be, oh, damn. Oh, my God. You can't be doing all that. Yeah. You have to be on that even keel, know that you're going to get another shot in a minute to do the same thing and just play football. And I think all that youth, like I said, has been way, way too emotional for most of the game. So I just, and like I said, and Cliff Kingsbury looks like he's in a high school coach. I mean, he looks like he's about 20-something years old out there. And I just think they're all too young, and they need to get some seasoning in there. Even if it's by way of an assistant coach that he hires, somebody who's been to Super Bowls or whatever the case may be. So, folks, it's 9:03. We're going to ask about two more questions. We're going to talk about college football real quick, and then we're going to keep moving because I want to talk about and I'm going to skip over the thing a little bit. Well, we know the coaching carousel continues. If y'all know, Mario Cristobal went to Miami. Manny Diaz is now the DC, the defensive coordinator at Penn State. Jason said he liked that, by the way, when he and I talked about it. And the UGA DC, I can't remember his name, is going to Oregon. Okay. That could be trouble. Y'all hear me? You heard it here first. That could be trouble because he knows how to recruit down in this area. And if he convinced them kids to go to Oregon, and now you got SEC players playing at Dan Lanning. Thank you. SEC players playing in the Pac-12 out there. Ooh, that could be nasty for somebody. Now, I don't know how many people you're gonna be able to get to go out there from down here, but just know that could be trouble. So, and I like the fact I always like a defensive guy being the head coach more so than the offensive guy. I love to have a great offensive mind, but that. And another big announcement, we want to wish Tyler Goodson. He declared for the NFL draft. He's the running back. His parents are on here a lot of times. Mo Goodson and Felicia Goodson are on here all the time. And he declared for the NFL draft. Star running back out of Iowa. He's had great years while he was there. And he decided he's not playing in the bowl game either. And I think that's really going to hamper Iowa because they're really not that good, I think, without him. So that'll hurt them a little bit. And we won't do it now. We'll talk about it next week. But y'all think about college coaches that you feel are on the hot seat. Just give me one, Miss Carey. Give me one college coach that you think might be on the hot seat. Who would it be? Any idea? Travis, give me something. Give me one, Travis. Type me one in here. Give me a college coach that you think might be on the hot seat. See, it's hard to do this year because a lot of college coaches are gone. A lot of jokes have moved and moved on.
Yeah. Are we talking about college coaches that could be fired after this bowl season or college coaches for like the upcoming year for next year?
Both.
Pat Fitzgerald of Northwestern.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that because he has been there a minute, but you know they're kind of like the Vanderbilt of the Big Ten. So I don't know that he's in danger because I mean who are you going to get to come in there and win?
I understand that they haven't really done anything the last few years. So
okay.
There's a lot of teams like that, though. What has Georgia Tech done? There's a lot of players.
Georgia Tech.
Well, you read my mind. I was going to say Georgia Tech because they already, had him fired. Like I think both of their coordinators got fired and everything else. So they replaced half their staff at Georgia Tech. They said they're going to retain him for now because they still believe in him and everything else. But I think he's on the hot seat. He would be on my hot seat. Yeah. You stole mine away, Miss Carey, because I was going to say the same thing. Because I have an alumnus who I train, and she and her husband know the AD and everything else, and they are constantly complaining about that head coach. So anyway, Irvin Payne, what's up, Irvin Payne in the building? That's what I'm talking about. Nebraska, I thought they already got rid of him.
No, they kept him for one more year.
Oh my God, bless their heart. They shouldn't have.
Go Dogs.
I tell you what, Tom is off. Man, somebody give Tom some damn Valium or something. Tom is off the chain tonight. Lord have mercy, somebody calm that man down. I hear you, Tom. Well, folks, it's about time for us to get out of here. Miss Carey, let me give you one word. I'm gonna give you.
I ain't doing 1 minute. I'm not doing 1 minute when the curtains close. I'll see you on next Tuesday. How you gonna invite me to talk after you close the show?
I was gonna give you the last minute.
Nope.
You don't want the last minute?
No.
Man, the last minute.
The show ends at 9 o'clock.
The last thing that everybody's gonna remember before we get out of here, Miss Carey.
No.
Okay,
shop is closed.
I'm gonna take the last minute then. Hey, listen, we will have a party at Magic City this weekend. See what I'm talking about, Miss Carey? That's when you be dropping it on that. That's how you use that last minute in the right way, Miss Carey. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See what I'm saying? You should have been like, hey, look, I'm selling these phones right here. That's how you use that last minute, baby. I'm trying to tell you.
You silly. You are silly.
Folks, we got to get out of here. Good night, Miss Francis.
Straight from the hip.
Hey, but what you say about Magic City?